What's up YouTube? Welcome to the Q&A video. A lot of people have been asking for one of these again, so I figured might as well do it. So I haven't really looked at any of these questions, as I never do. Just gonna kind of hop in and wing it. So let's get to it. Holy fuck, I am pale as shit right now. Winter hasn't even started and I'm a ghost already. You guys are gonna see me go paper white soon. Snow white soon. I don't know what I'm getting at. Okay, anyways, first question. At what age did you seriously get into lifting and start focusing on nutrition? I started pretty young at this stuff. I started training like actually in a gym in like grade 9. But it wasn't very serious obviously because I didn't really know what I was doing, but I was like lifting weights and whatnot in grade 9 because I was playing sports, and I figured to get strong I had to get in the gym. And yeah, nutrition was a weird thing for me. It was like I picked up on it almost in grade 10. I started like researching and learning about things. I was like that weird kid, and not that weird kid, I was a weird kid in high school, bringing like Tupperwares of chicken and rice, getting meals in all day, eating it in class and whatnot. Teachers thought it was nuts, but I was hungry and I knew I was trying to get huge, so I started really young at that age. I guess grade 9 or 10 I got into it. But seriously, probably not until grade 12 I got like really into it and started taking it a lot more serious. How often do you drink alcohol, if any, and do you smoke the devil's lettuce? Alcohol, I don't drink that often anymore. Only on like special occasions, like if the birthday or my sister's wedding is coming up, or New Year's or what that. So not at all during prep. So maybe like 5-6 times a year now, maybe a little bit more, probably 8. And do I smoke the devil's lettuce? It's legal in Canada now, so I'm allowed to answer that. But no, I don't. I have, but I don't. Kind of makes me feel anxious and like uncomfortable and just like not in control. So I don't really enjoy that very much. What's life like when the events are over, the camera is off, and the phone is on the sideline? What keeps you grounded in the midst of some of these things? What's life like when the camera's off? Not much different, I don't think. Live a pretty mundane, average life, to be honest. I stay grounded from all this shit, I guess, the people I surround myself with. I don't really hang around with a lot of like fitness people. I live in Canada. I'm not like in some hub like Florida, Cali, New York, whatever, with all these people around me. I'm hanging out with my family, friends from high school, you know, just kind of chilling, living a normal life. So I think being surrounded by good people and good family is what keeps me grounded. Do you ever think all these likes and fame will get to you, or will you always stay humble no matter what? I think that goes back to the last question. Kind of, if I choose to submerge myself into much more of this lifestyle, the fitness lifestyle, like moving to Cali and whatnot, I think it might change me. I might change who I am depending on who I'm changing with, who I'm living around, hanging out with. But if I stay here, I have good people around me, then I don't think I'm going to change. I mean, I don't think I've really changed my personality at all. And so far, been a few years I've been doing this and I haven't really changed. My sister and Ian kind of keep me grounded. If they ever see me getting cocky, they whip me back into shape and make fun of me. So I think I'll be good. Are you doing any shows before next year's Olympia? So this is a big question I've been getting. What's kind of next for me, when I'm going to compete again. And I think I mentioned it before in another video, but I'm kind of just focusing on my health right now and getting better. And that's going to take a few more months. So it's going to be probably until January when I'm ready to start hitting it hard again and get back into the full swing of things of a proper off season. So then I would need a few months to actually get some size back, make some gains that I need in this off season, get my skinny arms to grow, get my back to come up. So if I did another show, it would be later in the year, which my coach thinks it might be a good idea, almost as a redemption, because I didn't look 100% at the Olympia. Just kind of show up before next year's Olympia, be like, this is what I should look like last year, this is my potential, and then get on stage at the Olympia and bring something even better and hopefully take that W. But I'm definitely doing the Olympia next year, that's for sure. Whether I do something before or not, up in the air. What would you say to a person trying to start working out? What advice that you wish you told yourself back then? Damn. The broad ass question. I think one thing a lot of people do these days, because there's so much information on the internet, so much YouTube videos, so much people preaching that this is the best thing, that's the best thing, and there's so much like nitpick details and stuff, is to just kind of chill out when you're starting to get into bodybuilding or training or whatever, and just lift heavy, eat a fuck ton of food, and just enjoy it. That's all I did when I was young. I didn't like research like the crazy like use this, buy this handle and turn this grip, do FST7 and hypertrophy this and all these crazy ass programs. I didn't do shit like that. I got in the gym, I lifted heavy as fuck, I ate as much as I could and tried to grow. And I fell in love with it because I was just learning from how my body responded from everything. There's so much information out there. It's gonna be different for everybody. Just when you're starting, just train, just eat and just fucking have fun, because at the end of the day is what it's all about. Are you coming to Australia anytime soon? I am coming to Australia next year, probably in the beginning of the year. I will announce why at another time, but I will be in Australia soon. Did you finish school? This is an answer I always avoid, but no, I did not finish school. So I got into like 2 years of my school done. My first year of school, I mentioned I got really sick, back like the same thing I have now kind of. I got sick, so I had to drop out, and then I got back in and I was in part-time school for a while. So I was actually in school for like 3.5 years, but I only completed 2 years of it. And then I got to the point where I got offered a big contract where I had to travel a lot. I had qualified for the 2017 Mr. Olympia, and I knew I couldn't balance those two, and I had to kind of make a decision. Am I going to go compete at the Olympia and get the sponsor and travel and kind of live my dream, or do I want to finish school right now? And I was like, I'm gonna chase my dream. So definitely no regrets on that one. Maybe I'll go back to school in the future, but like probably not. Maybe just some like slight courses to get some education, but I really don't think at this point in my life I need a piece of paper of a degree telling me that I went to school. So yeah, nothing against that though. If I hadn't done bodybuilding, I would have been happy to finish school. When are you going to be selling vegan meal plans? Calvin, I'm gonna make you a personal vegan meal plan because you're skinny as fuck and you need that. That was my buddy Calvin asked that question. How much do you talk to Breon and others backstage? You guys all boys. I talk to Breon a decent amount. Whenever I see him, we kind of joke around. I've seen him a few times at Golds. I see him backstage and stuff at shows, but we talk, we're friendly. I love Breon, super nice guy. A lot of respect for him. He keeps fucking beating my ass by a couple points, but I'll get there eventually. But I think all the classic physique guys are some of the, I would say one of the most chill divisions. I might be biased just because I'm in it and I don't see as much as the others, but I mean the men's physique guys, as we all know, can be a little bit catty. Bodybuilders are kind of hardcore, like, oh, you know, look quiet. And then the classic guys, we're all super nice backstage. We all chat a little bit, hang out. It's a good time, but we're friendly, I guess. Would you ever date someone that isn't into fitness as much as you are? Fuck yeah, I would. I don't really give a shit about if a girl's into fitness or if she's a bikini girl or whatnot. To be honest, I don't really like most people that are into fitness, as bad as that sounds. It kind of creates, I'm creating a stereotype right now, but there is a stereotype that a lot of people like choose to follow when they get into fitness and become a bikini competitor and make their little posts and their little promos and putting pictures of their butt and all that kind of stuff. I'm not really into that. Most people into fitness are, so I kind of would like to avoid that. So I would absolutely date someone not in fitness. But then again, it's kind of hard to understand the lifestyle that I live and whatnot if you haven't gone through the same thing. So like if I'm in a prep, like dying, suffering, someone's like, just fucking eat a bagel, like stop being a pussy, you know? And then like, you don't understand what's going on. So you gotta find that balance, find someone good who's worth it, you know? What made you decide to pursue fitness and bodybuilding full time? What jobs did you do before being an athlete? What made me decide to pursue fitness and bodybuilding time? I think just kind of fall in love with it. I didn't really decide, it chose me, you could say. It chose me. What jobs did I do before being an athlete? I have some funny jobs. But I worked at a deli in a grocery store when I was in high school, like grade 10 or something. And then I did some like refereeing and stuff for sports when I was young. I worked at a moving company. I worked at a perfume store. That's my funny one. I worked at a perfume store at one point in high school, I think. And half my job at the beginning was literally just like memorizing smells and being able to tell the difference between them. So I could literally like smell something and know what the scent was. So I could like go up to girls and like if they had like the top 10 like most popular ones, you know, like the Chanel's, the Juicy Couture and all that, I could like smell it and know what they were wearing. So that was a pretty cool party trick at the bar. I was a personal trainer for a bit, worked at a gym, the usual, worked at a supplement store. Typical meathead shit, you know? How do you manage to keep size now that you lowered your protein intake? I don't. to be honest. I'd increased my fats recently because I started to feel a little better, so I put in a little more calories, so I increased my fat to help lose a little bit less size. But how do I manage to keep my size? I lost like 25 pounds, to be completely honest. I'm normally like easily sitting around 250 in my off season, and I'm like under 230 right now and not lean, so I ain't keeping my size, bruh. Any advice for growing social media? No, I don't. This could probably be a whole video on its own, but I really don't have any advice for that because I didn't really like use tactics or try anything. All I can say is to try and be yourself. Don't kind of copy other people's shit. Don't try and be fake on the internet because there's enough of that out there already and people are starting to get smart enough to pick up on that. So just share your process, share your passion, share what you care about, and if people like what they see, they'll follow you. If they don't, then maybe you're not built for it. You're not meant for social media. Kind of life. Favorite flavor ice cream? Super Kid ice cream. If you're from Canada, you know. If you were not into fitness, what would you be doing with your life? It's an interesting question that I've kind of thought about because I went to school for health science and was thinking of going like physiotherapy or something like that, but that was because everyone kind of pushed me. They're like, you're into fitness, you care about this, you care about blah blah, you like science, kind of like do this. And I was like, yeah, you're right, I should do it. And I kind of got talked into it, even though I absolutely love fitness and some of the stuff I learned. It was just kind of, I didn't like a lot of it as well. There was a lot of stuff I didn't like, and it wasn't like a full-time career I wanted to do, was learning the science behind all this bullshit. So I think what I honestly would have loved to have been is a teacher, for a high school teacher, kind of like 10, 11, 12 in high school, and maybe science or something like that. But it's not so much like the subject I cared about teaching, but I had a few teachers in high school that like really impacted me and helped me out, kind of get my ass in gear, you could say, when I was getting older, because a little bit of a fuckboy in high school. They were kind of like mentors in a way of preparing me for the real world and kind of like showing me what the potential I had and what I could become if I chose to use it. And I think that that's something that we're lacking a lot in this world. A lot of kids are just kind of like not using any of their potential. They're just kind of getting into university and following the stream and doing whatever they're doing. And I think it's people like teachers and having mentors like that that could really like affect someone's life at a young age, and I think that would be a very rewarding job. If you were an animal, what would you be? Also, more lifting vids with Ian. I do need more videos with Ian. I'll come into the workout soon. If I was an animal, what would I be? Either a tiger, for sure, because they're like the low-key, like savage, you know? They're kind of like sneaking through the jungle, and the lion is like the king of the jungle, but the tiger's still fucking jack badass, just kind of sneaking around, a lot more low-key, which I prefer to be more low-key. That or an eagle or a hawk, whatever's bigger. Savage, something that can fly around and just fuck shit up. What are your recommendations or protocol for reverse dieting after a competition? Can I go out and binge the night and day without messing up my physique? I think for sure you can enjoy at least the night and the day after. You eat whatever the fuck you want, just go ham. Maybe chill a bit on the next day. Don't do like 15,000 calories. But I always tell people to try and get at least a week or two after your show before you put in too much calories, so you can enjoy the night and the day before a little bit and then kind of go back on diet and slowly increase your calories, because that quick sudden change, especially when your body's super dehydrated, like from competing, you're going to put on a shit ton of water from the increased sodium and all the crap you're putting into your body, and you're going to be holding on to a lot of water. You're going to feel like shit, feel sluggish, keep eating more and more, and it's just going to be like you're going to hold that water, and by the time you lose all that water, you're going to be putting on fat because you're still eating like shit, and you're just going to feel like it's all the same and you just like never lost it. But if you can wait like a week and slowly put your foods in, I find your body can kind of deal with it much better, and your cravings also won't be as bad if you can just wait that 1 week. If you were to move out of Canada, where would you move and why? Everyone always asks why I'm leaving Canada. Why do you want me to leave Canada? I love Canada. Canada's amazing, other than the winters that kill me. But where I would move, I don't know. I'd have to research that a lot. I mean, places with like low property tax, low income tax, all that shit, what I would look into. But most importantly, it would be the who in the area, I guess. Like, why would I move? Probably for, I mean, if I found a girl I liked, if that were possible, or my family moved, Melissa and Ian decided to move. If I had a reason to go somewhere, I wouldn't just be like, ooh, this place has nice weather, I'm going there. Ooh, there's a nice gym here, I'm going there. I mean, I got friends from high school here that I still hang out with all the time. I got Melissa and Ian down the road. My parents are an hour and a half drive away. So I got no reason to leave right now. I need a good reason. Do you think it's okay to get girls' number at the gym? I mean, shoot your shot, bro. If you're crushing, you're crushing. But you gotta read the signs. If she's headphones in, jamming out hard, dressed in like a baggy hoodie and like sweats, hell no. Outfit is a big thing. What a girl's wearing, if she's got no makeup on, hat down, beats on, and like baggy clothes, stay the fuck away from that girl, because she's shutting you down for sure. If she's like kind of dressed up nice, no music on, like looking at you, giving you looks, go for it, you know? But I would recommend waiting till the end of her workout, because nobody really wants to be chatted to while they're mid-set. Every girl will tell you not to hit on her in the gym though, but sometimes you just gotta shoot your shot and get shut down, you know? But then maybe you'll see her outside of the gym and she'll recognize you and she'll be like, oh, that guy was confident enough to come up to me, maybe I'll give him another shot if he comes up to me here, you know? You just never know. What is your favorite book? I can't pick a book because I'm all about series. I read every night before bed. If I had to go my all-time favorite book of entire life, probably Harry Potter, because it's a shit. Game of Thrones, that was big. That was a good series. And I'm reading The Dark Tower now too by Stephen King, which is up there too. So one of those 3 series. What's the kind of feeling to walk through the streets knowing you have the second best body in the world? I don't know. I don't think like that, to be completely honest. I kind of lead back to back, always talking about surrounding yourself with good people. This kid's kind of people talk about staying humble and whatnot in this industry. I think I don't surround myself with anybody who treats me like I have the second best body in the world, or like C-bum or whatever. Nobody treats me like that in my life at all. Everyone's friends from high school, family from the past. I'm just fucking little shit Chris who's just living his life, you know? What's your stance on the whole pineapple on pizza thing? The internet demands an answer. I love pineapple on pizza. Hawaiian pizza was my favorite pizza as a kid, so feel free to judge me. Okay, I'm gonna answer one more question because I feel like I've been ranting. I always answer these questions in way more detail than I mean to, and I kind of repeat myself. Make the video way more longer than I am, way longer than it should be, as I am right now, so I apologize for that. Okay, a lot of people are asking this, and everyone always does. What is your current training split? Oh, this is so hard to remember. One sec, I'm gonna write it down because I always forget it, and it changes a bit, but I'm trying to stick on track to one, so let me just try and write it down and remember. Okay, so I go back and biceps, shoulders, triceps, hamstrings, chest, arms, quads. Current split. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days, and I don't take a day off right now because the way I have that kind of split up, everything recovers by training again by the time I want to train again, and I've been feeling fine. So unless I'm really feeling shitty or beat up or broken, I don't take a day off. I just restart that cycle every 6 days. And do I need rest days? Not maybe I do right now because I'm eating less and doing stuff, but I'm also not training at 100% intensity like I normally do. So I kind of always play by how my body feels. If I'm starting to, all my workouts are starting to feel like shit and I'm getting weak, like a lot weaker, I'm getting weaker regardless right now. But if my workouts are starting to suck, my energy is really low, I'll take a day off if I need to. If I'm busy traveling, whatever, like last week we drove to Toronto, and it was a long drive and my back was broken from sitting. I was in the back seat with Ian was driving, and it still hurts, but I took that day off. You know, if shit happens, take the day off, but I don't do much all day, so I always look forward to going to the gym. But yeah, that's the end of the Q&A. Hopefully you guys liked the video. Didn't rant too much and bore you guys too much. If you have any more questions, leave a comment below. I've been kind of trying to go through comments like immediately after I post a video. I'll go on for like an hour or so and kind of reply to comments. So if you have anything else you want to ask, I'll try my best to reply. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe. And if you want to see another video, then give me some ideas of what you want to see on my YouTube, because I'm fresh out of ideas of what I need to do.